Hey, and welcome back to the RevWar Room. Oh my goodness, so I just ran out there and said, Towns, we've got to do a video. So this is really off the cuff, but I am searching women's roles in the American Revolution. Could a woman have died at the Battle of COWPENS? I'm reading through a primary source, and we'll talk one day about primary sources, secondary sources, legends, folklore, family lore, and all that good stuff. But I am reading through the war pension papers of a James Lambert. And got really interesting. So he is, and this is a primary source. This is his RevWar pension application, and he is talking about being at the Battle of COWPENS in January 1781 and was there in the battle where he saw Colonel Hilliard, he thinks, riding along the line with one arm hanging down, shattered by a musket ball. He also mentioned one circumstance, somewhat significant. A woman was engaged in doing something to a man that had fallen by the shot of the enemy. She was in the altitude of stooping, and a ball from a swivel gun struck her on a straight line and literally split her open. A woman that laid down her life helping one of the Revolutionary War soldiers, which could have been patriot or loyalist. It's hard to say. Women were often on the battlefields right after the battles, taking water to the wounded, nursing them, and getting them back to hospitals or homes that turned to hospitals. So that's going to take us to our map today.
In Carolina's fields where brothers clashed, neighbor against neighbor, freedom flashed. From King George's grip, they dared to break, in the backcountry's heart, for liberty's sake. COWPENS and Kings Mountain, they did stand, brave patriots united across the land. In Carolina's struggle, the spirit unfurled, with each battle cry, they reshaped the world.
The research that we've been doing, we've actually identified a doctor, a surgeon, that lived not far from COWPENS National Battlefield. So, somewhere near Buck Creek. So we're going to jump across the line into Spartanburg County, and there is a Dr. Nelson. Dr. Nelson, he was the surgeon and doctor for many of the wounded at the Battle of COWPENS. I had an ancestor wounded at the Battle of COWPENS. Did you? And then it gets even more interesting. One of the people that helps to get these people over there. Now, we've already discussed the fact that this land was owned by Daniel McDaniel. This morning I found his land grant, so yay. But what about Mr. Trammell? Mr. Trammell, Trammell, sometimes one M, sometimes one L. So, he lived near the Battle of COWPENS, less than 2 miles from the battlefield. He actually helped Daniel Morgan in discussing the layout of the land, and he helped get medical help to those that were injured after the battle. So he stayed behind at the battlefield there. His home was close by. Did his home turn into a hospital? How did he get these guys to Dr. Nelson? Or did Dr. Nelson come to the battlefield, or both? And then I can't wait to see what Fred helps me a lot with research, finds out about Granny Countryman. So stay tuned. Let us know if you had ancestors at any of these battles. If you don't know, we'll help you find out. You can head on over to the Cherokee County Museum, see Miss Linda. You can go to the Cherokee County Library and see Miss Jackie. They are great with genealogy, much better than I am. But guys, these stories are amazing. If you'd like to know your RevWar history, reach out to us, reach out to them. We'd love to help you find your story.